Hello, thanks for checking out the video. Today I'm going to be talking about a very surprising and very cool, awesome tribute album for Ronnie James Dio by Paul Gilbert. Now this comes as quite a shock to me because every single time I've listened to or read a Paul Gilbert interview, he's always talked about his influences being Eddie Van Halen, Jimmy Page, UFO, and Jimi Hendrix. That's pretty much it. He's really never mentioned Dio. I've never heard him mention Dio in any of the interviews that I read. Maybe I've missed them. So I'm a big, huge Paul Gilbert fan and a Dio fan. And you might have seen my Paul Gilbert and or Dio video up on my channel, or the videos form. If you haven't, please check them out. So I'm very surprised that he actually did one. So just like with all the other interviews, on the interviews, oh you stupid fuck. So just like with all the other reviews that I have done for albums, let's start off with the album cover. Here's the album cover. That's not the album cover. That's not the album cover. I thought the album cover was corny and boring, and I decided just to make my own. So this is what I would have used for the Dio tribute album cover. I don't even have Paul Gilbert's name on there. I should. So this is the album. This is Paul Gilbert's Dio tribute album titled The Dio Album. Let's get into it. Okay, the first song is amazing. It starts off with Neon Nights. Most people know the song Neon Nights. It's off of Black Sabbath's Heaven and Hell album. And it's awesome. It's an awesome phrasing that he does. The vocal phrasing he does on this is amazing. The sound and tone, of course, you know, it's Paul Gilbert. He's just going to nail every single friggin' damn note anyways. There's not going to be hardly any mistakes on the album. But Neon Nights was just a wicked opener and a great song to cover, and it sounds amazing as an instrumental. That's one thing we didn't think that we would hear people doing an instrumental album of Dio specifically. Some of you might have heard the Metal Allegiance and Metal Alliance We Rock cover, which was great, which was all those different metal vocalists. That was a wicked tribute right there. But I've yet to see a full Dio a tribute one, or one that was like, you know, really worth checking out, I guess. I guess there's probably one out there, I don't even know. Kill the King, the second song, has an amazing guitar sound. Paul Gilbert's tone on this is just amazing. Of course, once again, I'm kind of lost here because I really can't say anything more about it. You know what a wicked, incredible guitarist Paul Gilbert is, and what an expert on sound he is. And then when he goes into the studio, it's like almost flawless. The next song, Stand Up and Shout, and then Country Girl. Both good songs, both good covers. I really don't know Country Girl that much. I'll admit. I'm going to admit, I really wasn't a huge Rainbow fan. I really didn't know about Rainbow that much. My first introduction to Dio was Dio solo albums. Starting, of course, with The Last in Line. That is the first one I heard. And shortly after that, I heard Live Evil from Black Sabbath, and I thought that one was cool. So I knew that he was in Black Sabbath slightly shorter after that. And then, of course, throughout the mid-80s, I heard Heaven and Hell, Mob Rules, and I really like those albums. Stand Up and Shout is a great song. Country Girl and Man on the Silver Mountain, don't really know too much of. So I don't know those songs by heart. So it's hard to judge the song really specifically when you really don't know it by heart. But I'm sure most of you who do know the song think that it's awesome, because the songs that I do know off of this album, or out of all the Dio songs and stuff that Paul Gilbert does, he does like perfectly, and it's awesome and it's wicked. Number 6, Holy Diver. What a wicked, awesome song to cover. Definitely one of Dio's most awesomest, best songs. It's definitely one of those ones that, you know, you kind of have to put on. You have to put it on there. It'd be hard to imagine a Dio tribute album without the song like Holy Diver or Last in Line or something. But anyways, of course, he picks Holy Diver. It's an awesome song. It's one of Dio's, I don't want to say semi-hit. He has a music video for it, and most of the fans who do like Dio know Holy Diver. And he does the vocal phrasing once again perfectly. All the harmonies, even that part that people, you know, mention in the comments. He does that, and that's just really cool. He does every single piece, and he does it, of course, brilliantly and awesomely. It's awesome. So Holy Diver is a really wicked one. It's definitely one of the best instrumentals and everything. And usually with instrumentals, sometimes it's just they're just covering the guitar, just a tune. But Paul Gilbert has the tracks playing in the background, and he's playing the vocal melodies on guitar. That is the cool, interesting thing here. Song number 7, Heaven and Hell, is another perfect one. It's a great one to put at number 7. It's an awesome song. I know that song. It's definitely one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs, Ronnie James Dio era. And it's an awesome one. I really love it. I think he did. Once again, it's hard to actually critique or find any mistakes or flaws or anything you don't like about this album, because Paul Gilbert just covered them perfectly. Lady Evil and Don't Talk to Strangers is also awesome, and each even keyboard part, and then you really know what the heck you're doing. So Paul Gilbert knows what the heck he's doing, so he utilizes the sound really wicked, utilizes those pedals and the sound effects really wickedly, and created those songs once again awesome and perfect. And the last song, The Last in Line, definitely absolutely one of my favorites, and the first song I ever heard by Dio was The Last in Line, and to this day it's still just an amazing song. It's timeless. Even though, of course, when I first heard it in 1984, I loved it, and to this day I still love it. I never get tired of the song. This album is so amazing, it's so awesome, and it's so epic. I'm at a loss for words, and I'm kind of speechless because I really don't know what else to say. I really can't bash this album in any way, shape, or form. What an amazing album this is. My only slight thing I can criticize it about or question is that Paul Gilbert didn't record or didn't cover We Rock, I Could Have Been a Dreamer, All the Fools Sailed Away, or cover End of the World off of Dio's 2004 album Master of the Moon. That would have been a cool one, so it would have at least ended his whole career. He really didn't touch any of the other later albums, and of course there's a lot of stuff from Dio to record, and I know he wanted to do mainly the stuff that he grew up on and loved and everything. But it would have been cool if he did those, especially I Could Have Been a Dreamer or We Rock. That would have been awesome. This album's awesome. Paul Gilbert is awesome. Once again, I don't know what else to say. It's done so perfectly and everything. The guitar tone, Dio's vocal harmonies, Dio would be proud. And it's an awesome album. If you like Paul Gilbert, if you like Dio stuff, you want to hear a different version of Dio's songs and stuff, this is definitely an album worth checking out and, of course, buying. So please get it. I have it on CD. My CD is not on me. I have it in my car. And thanks for watching, and see you later.